pleasant day to everyone. My name is Jessa and I'm here to talk about a place feared by travelers and sea voyagers because of its mystery. Have you heard of a place where aircraft and surface vessels disappear without any trace? Now, we will try to figure out what are the possible causes of these disappearances and maybe try to unravel the mystery behind this place. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is a region of the northwestern Atlantic Ocean in which a number of aircraft and surface vessels have disappeared or alleged to have disappeared. The more familiar triangular boundary has some of its points somewhere in Atlantic coast of Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and mid-Atlantic islands of Bermuda, with most of the accidents concentrated along the southern boundary around the Bahamas and the Florida Straits. According to the triangle author, Christopher Columbus was the first person to document something strange in the area, reporting that he and his crew observed strange dancing lights on the horizon, flames in the sky, and at another point he wrote in his log about bizarre compass bearings in the area. So what are the possible causes of these disappearances? Some people have claimed that these disappearances fall beyond the boundaries of human error and acts of nature. One of the most cited explanations in official inquiries as to the loss of any aircraft or surface vessel is human error. Whether deliberate or accidental, humans have been known to make mistakes resulting to catastrophe, and losses in the triangle are no exception. Acts of nature. I will cite some examples of acts of nature. First would be hurricanes. Hurricanes are powerful storms which respond to the tropical waters and have historically been responsible for thousands of lives lost and billions of dollars in damage. Next would be the Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream is an ocean current originating in the Gulf of Mexico and then through the Straits of Florida into the North Atlantic. In essence, it is a river within an ocean, and like a river, it can and does carry floating objects. The last would be the rogue wave. Rogue waves are extremely large waves that can appear seemingly at random, even in calm seas. Popular culture have attributed some of these disappearances to the paranormal, a suspension of laws of physics, or activities by extraterrestrial beings. Paranormal is a general term that describes unusual experiences that lack scientific explanation, or a phenomena alleged to be outside science's current ability to measure or explain. The term is also used in UFOs, some creatures that fall beyond the scope of cryptozoology, purported phenomena surrounding Bermuda Triangle, and other non-psychic subjects. Laws of physics. A physical law or a scientific law is a scientific generalization based on empirical observation of physical behavior. For example, law of nature. Laws of nature are observable. A scientific law is empirical, describing observable laws. Empirical laws are typically conclusions based on repeated scientific experiments and simple observations over many years which have been universally accepted within the scientific community. Extraterrestrial beings. Extraterrestrial life is a life originating outside the Earth. It is a subject in astrobiology, and its existence is still hypothetical because there is no concrete evidence of extraterrestrial life which has been generally accepted by the mainstream scientific community. Hypotheses regarding the origin of extraterrestrial life, if indeed exists, are as follows. One proposes that it may have been emerged independently from different locations in the universe. An alternative hypothesis, panspermia, which holds that life emerges from one location and then spread to habitable planets. Now, I will cite some examples of the lost aircraft and surface vessels in the Bermuda Triangle. First would be Flight 19. Flight 19 was a training flight of TBM Avenger bombers, which went missing on December 5, 1945, while over the Atlantic. The impression was the flight encountered unusual phenomena and anomalous compass readings, and that the flight took place on a calm day with the supervision of an experienced pilot, Lieutenant Charles Carl Taylor. Adding to the intrigue is that the Navy's report of the accident was ascribed to causes or reasons unknown. It is believed that Taylor's mother wanted to save her son's reputation, so she made them write reasons unknown when in fact Taylor was 50 kilometers northwest from where he think he was. Next would be Mary Celeste. The mysterious abandonment of Mary Celeste in 1872 was often but inaccurately connected to the triangle, the ship having been abandoned off the coast of Portugal. The last would be Ellen Austen. Ellen Austen supposedly came across an abandoned derelict, placed on board a prize crew, and attempted to sail it to New York in 1881. According to the news, the derelict disappeared, others elaborating that the derelict reappeared minus the prize crew and disappeared again with the second prize crew. After discussing the possible reasons of the disappearances, like human error, acts of nature, paranormal, laws of physics, and extraterrestrial beings, we now have an idea of why such disappearances occur, even though there's no concrete explanation of why these disappearances happened in the triangle. I think the best thing we can do is to be careful on places that we go or travel. We should learn from the mistakes of the past. And now, I will end my short informative speech about the Bermuda Triangle. I hope that you learned something from it. Thanks for listening, good day, and God bless.